All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? First ever Brad and Kyle live show. We're here to talk about bowling, talk about our lives, and probably roast our friends a little bit.
It's definitely going to be a roast session.
If you guys don't know, I'm Kyle Sherman. It also says it on the screen right
there.
Right there. Yeah, I can't do that. And that's Brad Miller, the Brad Miller,
The legend.
The legend. So, well, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. This show is kind of thrown together. We've been kind of planning it. And, well, in the quarantine phase, probably a lot of like you guys, we're kind of, I don't want to say procrastinating, but it's hard.
I mean, it's a little last minute.
Get out of bed and do things right now. It's brutal. So, for this show, we're going to answer some questions. We are also going to get into it after we go through a little bit of questions. Say hi to a couple of people in the chat. We have a list. We have both separately put together a list of the members in the house, and we're going to list them who we each think individually is the best and who we think is the worst. And that's going to be a lot of fun.
So we're going to start some fireworks is what's going to happen.
Oh, it's been great. So before we get started, Brad, why don't you tell the viewers what life's been like in this daunting time we have?
Well, I feel like we're just scratching and clawing and trying to put some pieces together. We're releasing YouTube videos on the house YouTube page now, which is really, really cool. So if you guys, and we're doing bowling reviews. So if you guys are interested, not to plug this here, but if you want to get your, if you want to get your physical game analyzed by a member of the house, we are making, we have that option. And then we're also turning that footage into a YouTube video. So that's what we got going on. I got some player committee stuff going on too that I had a meeting with Rhino last night, which was pretty cool. And we're having a meeting with Coley here soon. So I got that going on. But you know what I've really been doing the most is playing video games. And if I'm not playing Call of Duty, I'm playing Gran Turismo with Mike.
Hey, shout out to Mike Flanagan for this beautiful, beautiful background that he had. Brad and Kyle, the Berries, Mike, you did a fabulous job on that. I just want to say, hey, and if you haven't already, you better check out the Inside Bowling Show. They're actually kind of helping us getting this going. They're doing a great job. We work with them a lot. Great guys, Mike and Matt. Mike and Matt in the morning.
Kyle's in his new hometown.
I'm not. I am. Well, I've been here for like 3 weeks now. Can you tell where I'm at?
Has it been 3 weeks?
It's been, yeah. I think I got here like, I don't even know. It's been so long. It's got to be like 3 weeks.
I know. Like, whenever I left your house, I asked you when you were coming back, and you're like, I don't know.
It's soon. I got the call from my mom today. She's like, so when are you coming home? But yeah, it's been great. We've been exploring here. The one cool thing about the quarantine, the only thing that I like is that I've been able to go outdoors and start doing things, exploring, getting some exercise outside that normally I would never set aside time to do. I mean, by the time I would get up, work out, go to the bowling alley, do whatever during my day. I don't want to like go drive 30 minutes somewhere, go hiking for 2 hours. Like I just wasn't setting aside time to do that. Now I've done that, and West Virginia is super beautiful. The sights are amazing, and so I got to do that, and then doing a lot of bike riding, all that good stuff. So it's been super fun. That's the only thing I like. everything else sucks. I can't wait for everything to go back to normal.
I know that I'm over here like, man, this is the best time in the world to get in the best shape you possibly can. You got all the time in the world. And then the other part of me is like, just, just
Dude, these muscles right here. The sticks, baby.
Oh.
So we've been doing a lot of Call of Duty. I've actually never, I didn't play video games for like years. Probably since, for those of you guys who play video games, like Modern Warfare 2 is the last one I played. Really, maybe I would download one and play it for a day or two. But that was before college. Once I got into college, I really didn't play video games. These last 2 weeks, I've played more video games than I have in the last 7 years. It's unbelievable. It's a bad habit. That's why I need to get my life back together. So
that's what we're doing right now. We're communicating.
So yeah, guys, we got this show, and our goal for this show, we're gonna try to grow it. We're gonna try to engage with you guys on a weekly basis. We're gonna try to do a nightly show where we can talk about some stuff, kind of be unfiltered and just answer some questions and hang out. So
yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. I'm looking for some. People are just saying hi.
A lot of people saying hi. I'm liking it.
What's your favorite radical bowling ball? I've never thrown one. Wait.
Probably a question for me. Just saying. You know what's sad is that it's hard we had so many bowling balls thrown at us at one time that I might say a name right now and it might not even be radical. It could be Brunswick, it could be DV8. I'm really not 100% sure. But the closer, I think
that's definitely radical.
That's radical. That's radical. That one was cool. I didn't get to throw a lot though. My two favorite, and for those of you guys who are just wondering, were the uppercut. I threw that one a lot, and from Brunswick, and then probably the melee jab, probably the uppercut and the jab. They were kind of close, but not that close. A little different. I could throw them both. Those were good balls. Really good.
Do you remember when you first drilled that closer?
Yeah, shoot, was that at the TOC?
It was at your house before the TOC, and we showed up to the bowling. We showed up to the bowling alley the day before. The guy at the building hooked us up, let us practice.
Yep.
And we're throwing this thing, and I'm over here like, Kyle, I don't know about that ball, man. You're all excited. You got the TOC coming up. You just drilled this fresh closer. It's not looking good right now. And that whole tournament, you could not stop throwing that ball.
It was good.
And I'm watching it go down the lane, and I'm like, God, I don't. And there was something about that ball that you just liked.
I know.
It worked. It actually worked.
Like, even when I was throwing, I'm like, this isn't convincing. Like, it's not like I got the berries right now. And I just kept throwing it, and it kept striking a little bit. So got me to a little top 10 finish. I'll always take that.
Yep.
So yeah, let's see if we got some questions in here. Again, guys, we're just chilling, hanging out.
Do you guys watch previous episodes of the vlog? If so, which is your favorite to look back on? You know, we're re-releasing our vlogs on Instagram right now over Brad and Kyle if you want to go back and watch them. But I've watched a couple because of that. The one we released yesterday, we were in Portland. And those are some good memories. Remember when we took the boat over to that island?
Yeah.
And it was crazy, dude. And you're like, let's just go shoot some shots over by the beach. And there's this 20-mile-an-hour freezing wind is just blasting us. And we're trying to shoot this video.
I know. It's been cool watching those. If you guys don't know, if you follow us on Instagram, we've been posting every day our old vlogs starting from the very first one. So it's cool for us to relive those moments because honestly, a lot of the moments I forgot that happened. Don't remember some of the videos. It's almost like a new video for me. Like it's almost like I literally don't remember that day. And when I watch it, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I remember that. So that's really cool. And we get to kind of see the progression of our PBA journey. So if you guys are wanting to see some of our old videos, check us out on Instagram. We're posting one every single day. And it's funny. I see them and I post it and then I just watch it and then every day. It's great.
And our editing skills. I remember when we were on the dock in Portland, I think it was the video yesterday where we got a time lapse of a ship coming in and we were so pumped. And we set it on this dock and this ship came right through. And I remember editing that and thinking, we're like, oh my God, we're the best. That was like the first time lapse we ever shot.
I know it's amazing how the transition has changed now. Like
I like going back and watching them. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of the cool thing about broadcasting your journey. It's kind of like we're broadcasting our lives essentially, which is kind of weird. But you get to look back, and your entire story and journey is basically told, which is cool because when you're in the moment making the videos, you're just trying to tell the story for that day. But throughout the course of years, you've got like the whole journey broadcasted, which is really neat.
Yeah, it's cool, and then especially once we get these other players in here, kind of seeing how they're getting more involved with the videos, and yeah, the whole thing's super cool. So go check out. So let's see if we can get some questions here.
Mike Adams says, I have an MVP Pearl and it hooks too much. What's a little lower hook ball would you suggest? You know what's interesting about that is the MVP Pearl is supposed to be a lower hook ball, but thing is a lot of those lower hook balls actually hook more than the bigger balls. So or the stronger balls. So if you were to drill like a Crux Prime or just something super high end, it might actually hook less. So it's kind of weird like that. But I would actually suggest drilling a really strong ball because it's going to roll out more and it's going to hook less for you.
All right. Let's get to some more questions here.
Brad Effin Miller shirt coming soon.
Dude, it needs to.
It needs to. How's that even a thing? Who named me Brad Effin? Was it Mikey?
It had to be, but you're just Brad Effin Miller, man. I mean, it's natural. It's organic.
It is organic.
Can you invite some of the other guys to the stream? That's what this show is going to transition to. Having the other guys roast each other. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Let's see here.
What bowler that is currently still on the PBA tour do you hate going against? I can't ever beat EJ. EJ is my nemesis in match play. I would say Belmo, but I love bowling Belmo. I know Kyle loves bowling Belmo too.
I love it, dude.
Love-hate relationship.
Oh God, there's nothing that gets me more excited than a match against Belmo. I just because beating him is so great, and then I love Belmo because he kind of operates at a higher standard because he is the best, right? So it's hard to get into his mind, but I just love trying to get into his mind any which way I can. And sometimes it makes me look like an idiot or whatever, but I just love playing him.
And even if you're buried in like 16th or Belmo's buried in 16th, it doesn't matter. If you bowl the guy and you beat him, you just have this smile on your face because he's pissed.
Yeah, because one thing that Belmo always complains about, or else is he wasn't a fan of the match play. He's like, I'm out averaging the field by 5 pins, and I'm 9 and 10, and this just makes no sense. And when you're one of those wins, you're like, yeah, the greatest. I love it. Oh God, he's fun, but he can take it because he's better than everybody else.
I mean, he's chilling.
He's definitely on the big chill. Oh God. So yeah, guys, we're just having this show. The idea is to do this on a weekly basis. Just kind of recapping you guys that maybe you guys are just getting in here. Gonna have some other house members on here, maybe some other guests. Just kind of stay pretty relaxed with it and check in with you guys. So again, you guys have any questions?
Shout out to all the other streams too. I know Mike Flanagan and Matt Farber, they've got a show over on the Inside Bowling Facebook page and YouTube. Barnes and Stu have their own show, which is going really cool. Belmont's doing a lot on Instagram. And then Cole Lee. Did you see Cole Lee has her own little show?
Dude, yeah. It's crazy. Quarantine's bringing out the best in everyone. I love it.
I know.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. I guess without further ado, we can kind of get into it. This is a little meat and potatoes that we wanted to go through. We thought it would be fun. We are going to – you ready for this, Brad?
I'm ready.
We are going to rank. We're going to go back and forth here. Who is the best member in the house all the way down to the worst? Now, if you guys want in the comments, we have 11 members in the house. Throw your list in there. Who's the best? Who's the worst? If you guys don't know the members in the house, Well, you don't follow along very well. I should go get the T-shirt. Hang it up.
I know.
I
Well,
got
I need help. I need who am I missing? Brad, Kyle, Mitch, Nick, Mikey, Darren, Chris, DJ, or BJ, Tim, Packy.
You said that way. Prather.
He sucks.
All right.
You want to start at the worst, or you want to start at the best?
I don't know. I think
start at the worst.
Let's start at the worst. Yeah, let's start at the worst. Okay. You go first.
All right. So I got to watch out what I do here, because I play a lot of Call of Duty with these guys. So just to save my butt a little bit, I'm putting me as the worst. I'm going me last.
Damn, you're humble.
Because it's about to get dicey right here. So if I say anything bad or wrong, I always have the go-to of saying, "Hey, I'm worse, brother. I don't care what I said about you."
No, you got it. Yeah, that's good. So when I put together this list, I really tried to make it as truthful as possible. But the hard part is that the cool thing is the members of the house are like, we're all really close in skill level. And we're all still young, so we don't have a ton of titles. But it's so it's close. But anyway, so my worst player in the house, the biggest donk of them all, the house hack, probably should have retired already, is Tim Pfeiffer.
All right.
Now Tim gets a little bit killed here because he doesn't bowl all the stops, so we really don't know if he would be the worst. And Tim's a great bowler. I mean, he's a great team bowler. I would always want to have him on my team, but doesn't bowl all the stops. Got to give it to you, Tim. You're the worst guy in the house right now. Sorry, brother.
All right. All right. So the next one, I guess you go.
I'll go. So my next person that I have, I think he's the most gifted bowler out of everyone, but he hasn't had a great run as of late. He's been struggling, but the man throws it absolutely phenomenal. I'm putting Mr. Mikey Tang. Easy Mike Breezy, baby. But he's definitely the most entertaining in the house. So
okay. My next one. I'm going Packy.
Packy? Dude, when I put together this list, I could not decide where to put Packy.
I know, I can't either. Sometimes he's just dynamite.
I know.
He's an easier one to put down there because he hasn't had as much experience. So, like, Mikey Tang's got a bunch of shows, but a lot of the guys have bowled more than Packy has. He hasn't had the opportunity to get shows. So it's kind of easy. He's an easy one to throw down there just because he hasn't been out there that long.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
All right, so I'm up.
This is would this be the ninth? So third worst. We're ranking him number 9 in the house.
I'll go Mikey.
Going Mikey.
It gets hairy after this.
It gets very dicey because I love all the guys and I would bowl with any of them any day, but this is just too fun.
I wonder what the comments are saying. Who are they thinking? I love all the excuses. Left is way easier than the right.
All right, my next person, my number 9, is the shirtless beast himself, Mr. Nicholas Pate. Rank 9.
You got Mitch ahead of Nick.
I got Mitch ahead of Nick, and this is where it just gets dicey, man.
Right.
I just don't know. Like, it was just kind of a coin toss. But yeah, I'm gonna put Nick up there because Nick is. I could be wrong, but sometimes he's very hit or miss. Like
at team trials, he's dynamite.
Yeah, team trials. Nick's my number 1. Actually, no, probably the 16 2-handers that always make it are going to be there. But no, if we're going straight 1-handers, I'm picking Nick. So yeah, Nick, sorry, dude, you're ninth on my list. And
you got Tim, Mikey, Nick.
And my next, this is where he fell in. Anytime we bowl in the China, I'm definitely picking him. Mr. Packy Hanrahan. I still don't, I'm best friends with the guy. And I'm not even sure how to say his last name.
Hanrahan.
But yeah, Packy, you're going there. But it's crazy. Did you watch the mock drafts where they're all picking Packy like super high?
I know.
It's so crazy. Like, oh my God, it's sick.
The left's not great in that building either.
Yeah, but they put out an easy shot for the league. So I'm just interested to see if he's really gonna go that high.
Me too. Because that's just people. Because I know Barnes and Stewie, they wanted to pick people before AJ just to piss him off, which is funny. Yeah. So they might have just thrown him up there, but he could go like second or third. I mean, if people are really invested in it,
there's no way. There's no. I could see him being first round, but God.
Thing is what people are going to look at is they don't have Packy doesn't have a ton of TV experience, and that atmosphere, your first time is gnarly.
Oh yeah, dude, impossible. All right, who's your pick?
All right, so my 8th, right? 11, 10, 9, 8th. I'm trying to give Tim some love here.
I can tell.
I'm giving Tim some love. I'm going Mitch.
Damn. Okay.
And it doesn't make sense. I'll give you that.
It's okay.
For people who know me, you know that I'm pretty jacked up when it comes to this stuff, and I really get creative with it. It's called the Brad way of thinking.
We'll call that creative.
I'm going Mitch. Mitch is nasty. Mitch is he had that run, right, where he bowled good at the TOC. He
just decides to not bowl the players.
I mean, he just doesn't bowl. I know. He just takes
players
time.
In Indy. It's dumb.
But I got a soft spot for Tim, so I'm waiting. I'm throwing Mitch.
Apparently, you got a side bet with Tim trying to get him over.
I thought about putting him first.
All right.
So it's me, right?
Yeah. So I also put down these money leaders, like career earnings, next to my guys' names, and it's no way in the right order. It's kind of interesting.
I should be leading that, right? No, Prather's definitely leading that. BJ's probably got me too. I've just been out there longer than everybody.
Yeah, you're like 5th on the list, bro.
5th? What?
Yeah, you're 5th and almost.
Are you ahead of me?
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you, dude.
How are you ahead of me?
I got you by 50 G's.
Overall lifetime?
Yeah.
How hard did you kill him last year?
Apparently hard enough.
Actually, how bad did I suck? All right.
So Ryan, what are we on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7.
I'm going Kyle.
Our list, we don't have a single person in the same spot yet.
God.
Man,
I got a couple soft spots.
Apparently, God, I'll remember that the next time we have a video we need to edit late at night, and I'll be like, shit, I was a little higher on that list. Go find the top 6 bowlers to fill this content. Damn.
Oh.
All right, my 7th is the guy with the freakiest release in the house, Mitch Hoope.
Yeah, Mitch.
It's just nasty. Mitch is he's got this roll, he's got this touch that when he gets it going, his ball hits like a train. It's unbelievable. Nasty.
I know, dude. Especially when he's throwing urethane, that purple hammer.
So my list, my thought process behind a lot of this is that like I try to combine like overall ability with also a little bit of what people are doing right now.
Yeah, you got to combine them.
So that's what my list is definitely combined with a little bit of that. So, but all these names are pretty much interchangeable, but my list is correct.
I mean, I've got legitimate reasons here. I'll explain my list, and we'll see how much it makes sense.
So this next person is a guy that would have been way lower on this list, might have even been last, but the last month of the PBA Tour, he absolutely destroyed it. Made damn near every single cut, 2 major shows, and just once he figured out that you should actually slide when throwing a bowling ball instead of planting. I mean, all that stuff we learned when we're like 3 years old. So bowling really good. So the next person on my list coming in at number 6 is Chris Vi.
Yep, that makes sense.
Market. And honestly, he's probably the best bowler right now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about now. We've all taken a month off, so. But at the time, yeah, Chris was definitely the best a month ago.
I know. The U.S. Open and 2 major shows, dude.
2 major shows and all 3 of those cuts, which, dude, he could have made 5 shows in a month.
I know.
Actually, a few weeks, really.
All right, so my next one. God, why is BJ got to be so good? Like, okay, the right thing to do is to put Tim, but I'm trying to.
Tim is gonna be number 1 by the end of.
I know. All right, I'm going Tim, but Tim's nasty. I'll tell you what.
Tim is nasty.
That guy. The thing about the PBA Tour is you have to throw it slow. And Tim just doesn't like to throw it slow, and he doesn't bowl enough to practice it because you got to practice it out there. You can't just practice it.
Yeah.
So he just doesn't have the reps. But if Tim had the reps, I think he'd be killer because he likes to throw it hard, but when he has his thing, he's dynamite.
He's got a nasty ball roll. Like, it's great. I mean, like, nasty in a good way.
I know. He's like
really good.
Sneaky. Like, he made Team USA 2 years in a row, and it's like you don't ever think he's bowling that good, and the next thing you know, he makes Team USA or Junior Team USA, but then he got a job, so he didn't really get a chance to bowl on tour. But he still makes, like, Masters cuts, and just he makes random top 24s every now and again. I got mad respect for Tim, so I'm throwing him 6th.
I don't know what TJ's smoking over here. He just threw his list in. He has you at number 2.
My guy, who's number 1? Prather?
He has Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we don't have a single one the same.
Nope. I think this next one's gonna be the same now.
Okay, so I got me off the list, you, Mitch, Mikey, Tim, Packy. All right, yeah.
So I think it's your turn.
My turn.
This is number 5.
We got Darren, Chris, BJ, Crit, Prather, Nick.
It might not be the same.
I'm going BJ.
Ooh. We matched 1.
Okay.
I got BJ as well. BJ has earned $181,000 on the PBA Tour, for those of you who are not aware.
Is that more?
And he bowls 5 stops a year. So he comes out here, makes $50,000 for 5 stops, and then goes back home.
I know. He shows up to the World Series and makes the World Championship show like it's nothing.
I know. It's disgusting. So, okay. So that's 5. Coming in at number 4, the Bald Eagle, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Brad Miller. I got you marked as 4th.
All right.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the number 4 spot?
I mean, I'm better than all y'all. I know that. I mean, these lists don't do nothing. Come at me, bro. Hey, you put me on the list, which means you're ahead of me, and I watched you bowl 2 weeks ago. I got inside information. That 7th is looking real legit right about now.
It might be solid. Dude, yeah, but I've been practicing the last 5 days. I'm back to normal. I'm ball gravy. I'm chilling. I was wheeling and dealing the purple hammer today like it was no other.
Spin biscuit.
We're good. Oh, I'm still spinning it, but I'm making it work. Oh, okay.
So
Who's your 4?
yep, you're 4. We're down to 4. Who do you got left? You got
No, who's your 4th?
I'm up.
Yeah, you're 4 on my list, Brad.
No, I picked BJ first.
No, BJ's 5th.
I know, but I chose him. I went Tim, BJ, and then you were like, "Oh, we got the same," and then
Okay, so it's me.
Yeah, it's you.
So this is the 3rd spot.
This is the 4th.
No, you were my 4th.
Oh, you picked me. Okay.
That's what, guys. See what I got to deal with on a day.
Now we're talking. Okay, so now I got my 4th. Nick, Darren, Chris, and Prather. Darren.
4,
baby.
Big D.
He's in the chat too. Shout out
Vitamin D Twitch/Vitamin D Tang. Yeah, the man killing it on Twitch.
So you yourself have Darren, Prather, and yourself. Oh.
Yeah.
I know your order. I know
you don't. No chance.
All right, so I go first. I go right. I go.
Yep, go ahead. This is number 3.
So I just got Darren out. Okay, I'm going Chris Vi.
All right. He's, like we said, Chris has been just destroying it this year. But he also has 2 hands, so I also think he should be in a different category than everyone else. But it's just my opinion.
Dude, mad respect for Chris because he was struggling hard. And when you're struggling that bad, I mean, everyone's went through it and you feel like you're the worst bowler in the world, but you're really not. You're just experiencing what bowling throws at you. And it was like his first, it was his early years on tour that he was really struggling. He was trying to learn how to like slow hook and all this stuff. And then the man just kind of found something. And I'm not even exactly sure he fixed what he was trying to fix. He just, because he was really trying to work on slow hooking it, kind of like Belmo does. But I don't think he ever got to that point, but he found something. It's like your journey to a certain spot, you may not get there, but you still find something and then you make it work, and that shows you're a good bowler. So mad respect to Chris. Yeah,
he was down in the dumps. He was, not even close to making any cuts, bowling good here and there. And then all of a sudden, he's the best player on tour, damn near.
I know, but there's something about being able to make shows, right? Because when you're bowling 56 games, major shows, you're bowling 56 games, it's the pressure, fatigue, whatever. It's hard to make those shows. And he nutted up on this the World Championship. He struck in the 10th to edge out Bill O'Neill.
Yeah, it was nasty.
It was impressive.
Okay, my number 3 is the guy who is the king of urethane. I don't care. Anyone can fight me on that. He's the best. He has the touch. I don't understand how he makes it work. Darren Tang is number 3 on my list.
Shocker. It's down to Prather and Kyle.
Yep. Who's number 1 and who's number 2? All right, so I tried to be, like I said, as real with this list as I possibly could. I went off pure stats, statistics, and just, general knowledge of bowling. I wanted to put this person number 1, but I just couldn't give it to him because, I just don't think he's quite versatile enough and just doesn't have, that it factor. So my number 2 spot is going to go to Chris Prather, the shark. So, there you go, Chris.
Chris sucks. He can't even lead the list.
I can't give him the number 1 spot.
I've still got him left too, man. I'm stuck between 2 guys as well. I don't know if I can give him the. I really get in Nick's good graces if I put him first, which might be a little bit more important than being politically correct at this point.
Dude, just to let you know, Chris has made $443,000 on the PBA tour.
That's in like 3 years.
The second person is Darren Tang at 197,000.
Really?
Yeah. So Chris has 246,000 on second.
Yeah. You know what that is? 2 tournaments.
A week, a good week.
That's 2 $100,000 tournaments. Like
Yeah.
the 2 that we've bowled in the past 5 years because Chris has snapped off.
Unbelievable, man.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'll go Nick a second, and I'll say I got a soft.
How did you get Nick the second?
I got a soft spot for the guy. He's bowled with Belmo at the World Series 2 years in a row. That in itself is brutal. Nick would have made the top 24 playoffs last year if he didn't bowl with Belmo in Detroit. And then turn around this year, he bowled with Belmo again, which the odds of that are insane.
Yeah.
So I felt he was really unlucky last year not to make the top 24. That show he made this year in Indianapolis, it was Indianapolis, right? Yeah, because they almost made the double show. He actually bowled amazing. So I feel if Nick would have made the top 24 at the playoffs, he could have won a couple matches, and you never know. Prather might not have won that 100,000. Nick might have won that 100,000. So I'm putting him second.
I feel like your list, there's a big factor into your list that is like the comeback kid, the guy who doesn't get the breaks. That's a big factor in the list that you've created over there.
Yeah, then we got to go Chris.
Yep, and the best bowler in the house. Everyone knows it. No secret. Myself.
No secret.
Hate me in the comments if you want, but
I'm just saying, average out both lists. You are about fourth. We average out both lists on Chris. He's 1.5. So I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm saying something.
What's your average?
7.5. Wait a second. Oh no, that's 8.5. All right, we're rocking and rolling.
We're rocking and rolling.
All right. So some people have put their lists together. I mean, let's be honest. There's a list in the chat right now. It's Kristen Anderson's. I know we both just put together a list, but there really isn't a list more true than Kristen's. Kristen, shout out. You really know your stuff. I'm just letting you know that. Appreciate the love. You see that one?
Yeah, I think the only reason she put you first is because that's why it's called Brad and Kyle. It's just alphabet. It's just how the show is.
Okay.
She's actually wanted to put us both up there, but Brad and Kyle.
Oh, Amina Raymond put you first, Prather second, me third, Darren fourth. So that's 2 lists you got on top. Norm is number 1, dude. What if Norm was a part of the house? Would you I mean,
yeah, he's number 1. Like if this was a list of guys that I don't want to bowl for a shit ton of money, it's Norm is on my list.
What if Barnes was in the house? Would you put him in front of Prather?
No. Dude, I wouldn't put him in front of myself. Come at me, Barnes.
He ain't nothing.
He ain't nothing. I mean, do I want to? The scary part about Barnes. I think he's like 50 now, and he's getting up there a little bit. Doesn't quite have the power he used to, but these old guys, and I'm calling him an old guy, and I'm sure I'm going to hear that. Grandpa Barnes over here. They got this. They're so knowledgeable and they're so good at bowling that they just rifle. Like they'll still make a show, just because they're just based off their knowledge and like how good they are and how they can control themselves, and it's just unbelievable. So obviously when you're 50 years old, you can't hit it and throw it as hard as you could when you were 30 or 25. But dude, he's still sick. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of talking myself out of putting Barnes might be first.
Barnes might be first. I mean, obviously, like total attributes, he's first. But Prather, dude, Prather's got this thing, man. He's got this thing.
He's a groovy dude, man. When he gets into a groove, he gets into a role, it's just unbelievable. It's crazy.
Albert Giersberg put you first too. Kyle, Prather, Vi, BJ, Brad, Darren, Nick, Mitch, Packy, Mike, Tim.
Well,
you got some love, man.
I got some love. I got some hate too, but I got some love. But that's the beautiful thing about it. I love this list because you can just change out every name and it makes sense.
So Del Powell goes, I bet you Del's a two-handed lefty or a lefty. He goes, Packy, Nick, Mitch, Tim. Then it says Vale. I don't know. Who would that be?
Oh,
Vi. Mike, Darren, Kyle, BJ, Brad, Chris. Wait. Is that in the opposite order? Because he's got Prather last. I don't mind that, actually. That ain't bad.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Prather needs he needs a little, and you can't toot his horn too much.
No, he needs a little humility every now and then. I mean, the man snaps off $100,000 and takes us out for like Taco Bell. Thanks, G. Appreciate
it. Yeah, exactly.
But no,
what if Belmo was in the house number one? You know what? I'll step out of this. And you let Belmo pick 4 guys. Well, this is a bad idea. I was thinking if you put 5 house members together and put them against another 5, I don't care how good that other 5 is. I think the house can compete and win.
Yeah,
5 members of the house. Just based off camaraderie alone. Like, they got the tricks, but we would have so much fun.
Yeah, I think we would be able to compete really well. However, when you put that 5 together,
I mean, who would it be? It'd be Bill, EJ,
Simo, and like Jesper. That'd be nasty. That'd be tough. That'd be a tough one to go against.
Maybe we'll stage it. Maybe we'll get
some guy commented, one of the first comments, wanted to bowl me for $1,500. I need to figure out who this guy is. We need to do it. I need some action bowling, man. I need to make some money.
No, we're not making any money right now.
Dude, that's what me and Matt were talking about this. We should bowl action against people and stream it on here.
We should.
And
you're absolutely right.
And then lose all of our followers because we're taking all their money because no one's going to do it.
Mike Flanagan could be the sideline reporter. He can be the Joe Rogan.
He could be. Dude, we could do this thing.
I know.
Comment. Would you like to see us bowling that? Go to Doug Division. We could go to Doug Division, but here's the thing. Here's the deal. I'm not bowling everyone on these house shots. I'll bowl on a house shot, but you guys got to make something out harder because I'm not bowling. There's a max score in bowling. You guys can hate me. I'm going to get some hate in the comments, but I'm down to bowl for a lot of money. But just we got to make them to where best bowler wins, not the best carrier.
Yeah, and I ain't bowling against no lefty on a house shot.
Hell no, dude. There's this thing called transition. The lanes get harder on our side. I don't care what excuse. You can call it an excuse. You can call it what you want. But if you want to bowl me for $5,000, let's do it. Here's the thing. We're putting out something hard.
It's got to be hard.
It's got to be. Like, that's my mindset. Like, and the thing is, I'm not even great when they're really hard. Like, when they're kind of soft, that's usually my wheelhouse.
You know, you missed the glory days when Inside Bowling first started. It was just a forum online that people got on, and one of the most popular threads in the forum was action bowling. I think you were like still in high school. It was like
I was a little young.
Dude,
I remember I would go on that forum and check stuff out, and I would watch because Nick used to do a lot of them.
I remember Tim Barrett bowled Mike Wiedemeyer one time.
Yeah.
Which was who else bowled? Brett Cunningham bowled a lot of them, and they were for like $100, $200. Actually, there was one time at St. Charles Lanes that Matt O'Grady came into town and bowled Eddie Bird for $200 a game.
Seriously.
Promise you. Eddie Sedwinski and I we were on the mics for it.
Who won? Do you remember who won?
They broke even. They bowled like 4 or 5 games, and then they upped it to $400 for a couple, and then I think O'Grady might have won by a game, but it was pretty even.
Dude, Eddie was my freaking idol. Like he still to this day, when I was younger, he had the best release I've ever seen anyone throw a bowling ball. I don't care. You can't fight. You can't change my man. You can't fight me on it. He has the greatest release I've ever seen. Eddie Boyd, the legend of St. Charles. But
says,
you know what we should do?
What?
We should go we should go get some sponsors or something and get like 20 grand and just go up to this Northeast where all these guys are bowling action and just go clean house.
You just want to crank it out like every day for 2 weeks straight or something?
Yeah, we're just going to go out there. We're going to get our team. We're going to live stream these matches. And then we're just going to go roll singles, doubles. We'll do whatever we put and just go shut all these Northeast guys up.
You know, we should do it before we head out again. So what, our first tournament probably is going to be the PBA League?
Yeah.
So before we go up to Portland, on our way up, we get like 2 weeks of like hardcore training and bowling these action matches. And then we just go up to Maine.
We should do that. We'll make a little tour out of it. We'll hit up Dougie. We'll get some stuff going there. We'll go to whatever centers. And dude, that'd be sick. That'd be awesome. I would love to do that. That atmosphere, the action atmosphere is just it's great.
I know, man. We'd get O'Grady in there. O'Grady would show up.
And then we might lose 20 grand by the end of it because but
hey, did you hear that Joe Navarro AJ Rice match where Navarro, I mean, he agreed to bowl AJ Rice on a house shot for like $5 grand, and everybody was like, "Joe, what are you doing, bro? Like, I get it,
yeah.
900, but AJ on a house shot."
Yeah,
and then AJ won 4-0 or something like that.
Yeah,
I appreciate it though.
Dude. I love the ballsiness there. I love the challenge. I just hope it was someone else's money, dude. But yeah.
All right. So where are we going from here?
Well, you want to cut it off?
Let's cut it off.
Okay. Guys, we appreciate it. This was our first show. We're kind of throwing it together. I hope you guys had some fun. Again, we're just kind of relaxing, shooting the shit. We love talking with you guys, interacting, seeing your guys' questions. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, we're going to try to do this on a weekly basis. Thursday nights seems like they're going to be a good night. And yeah, this was fun. I can't wait to go talk to the house guys now.
Hanging out with us. We got like 500 people watching us right now. So thank you guys.
Yeah,
we're dreaming for the day we can release videos again.
Yeah, if you want, again, we still have all of our stuff up. We're releasing instructional videos, so go check out that. We're making some new merch. We got some merch up. We got our membership. We're reviewing. We have this house channel now. The house guys are letting you submit videos, and members of the house are going to review them and put them on YouTube. And we just got a lot of cool stuff going out there. And it's fun just interacting with you guys, trying to grow bowling. And yeah, it's been sick. We're busier and crap right now. Seems like our minds are going in a million directions, but it's fun.
Yep.
So hope you guys had a good time. Enjoy this quarantine. That's it for the Brad and Kyle show. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, if you guys are watching this late, let us know who you want on the next stream. Members,
anyone but Prather.
Anyone but Prather.
All right. See you, everyone.
Later.